Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, today we are officially becoming data detectives. Have you ever looked at a massive spreadsheet or a really complicated graph and just felt totally lost? Like you're staring at a giant wall of random numbers? Well, don't worry, because by the end of our time together today, you're going to be able to decode those mysteries. We're looking at deciphering divine design, patterns and trends in data, and we're going to learn how to read the hidden language of the universe.
You know, Acts chapter 2, verse 28 tells us, "You have made known to me the paths of life." And when we talk about data patterns, we're really talking about those exact paths. Recognizing these patterns is literally like reading vital clues left in the universe for us to find, almost like a divine design meant for us to discover. So let's jump right in and see how we can actually read these paths to better understand the world around us.
Here's our quick roadmap for today's explainer so you know exactly what we're tracking down. We'll cover the power of patterns, why data trends matter, how to spot patterns, real-world data examples, test your data skills, and finally, true peace of mind.
Section 1. The power of patterns. Decoding the what.
So before we can use our detective tools, we gotta know what they are. A pattern, or a trend, is simply a recurring characteristic in data that helps scientists make predictions and understand relationships between variables. Honestly, think of a trend as the ultimate cheat code for understanding how different things connect. It's basically the universe's way of showing us that things aren't just completely random. They follow a recognizable path that we can actually chart out.
Moving on to Section 2. Why data trends matter. The why.
Now, you might be sitting there thinking, why do I even care about all these numbers in the first place? It's a totally fair question. But spotting trends gives us an absolute superpower. First, it allows us to explain why something happened in the past. Second, it lets us predict what might happen next. And third, it helps us detect problems early on. Take unusual weather patterns, for instance, which can signal climate change. Spotting trends lets us foresee the future and actually fix massive global problems before it's too late. So yeah, it's not just math. It's literally a tool for survival and progress.
Section 3. How to spot patterns. Let's crack open that detective's tool set. I'm going to equip you with the core analytical skills you need right now. On one side, we have increasing trends. This is when values are going up over time. Just visualize your data moving like a staircase going steadily upward. On the flip side, we have decreasing trends. That's when values are going down over time, tumbling down the stairs. Whenever you look at data, you're actively looking to see how it moves. Does one variable rise while another falls? And then we have our third major type, cyclical patterns. These are values that repeat over and over in a recognizable cycle. Think of this like a loop or a circle. It doesn't just go up to infinity or drop down to zero. It reliably comes right back around to exactly where it started, so we know exactly what to expect. Let's put this into a super practical three-step process. Step 1, track the pattern. Say you notice a plant grows exactly 2 centimeters per week for 4 weeks straight. Step 2, check the conditions. Are the sunlight and water staying the same? If yes, move to Step 3, predict the future. Because of that pattern, you can confidently predict the plant's height in week 5. See how that works? You just use data to see into the future.
Section 4. Real-world data examples.
Time for some field work. Let's firmly put our detective hats on and apply this to the real world. Take average global temperatures over the decades. We see a clear, undeniable upward climb. That's an increasing trend, and it brilliantly illustrates how scientists recognize the long-term trend of climate change. They aren't just guessing, they are reading the clear historical upward path of the data. Now here's a decreasing trend example we can all relate to. High screen brightness versus low battery life. As your phone's screen brightness goes way up, your battery life rapidly goes down. This perfectly illustrates a negative correlation. One variable goes up, directly causing the other to go down.
For our cyclical pattern, think about the number of daylight hours over the year. Because of the Earth's tilt and its orbit around the sun, daylight hours create a beautiful, repeating loop every single year. The days get longer in the summer, shorter in the winter, and repeat. It's a natural, cyclical rhythm you can literally set your calendar by.
Section 5. Test your data skills. The challenge.
All right, I want you to lean in right now. We're going to do a few rapid-fire questions based on the field work we just did. First question. What is the trend in ice cream sales from January to July? Well, think about the weather. As it gets hotter, heading into summer, ice cream sales naturally go up. That's an increasing trend. And what about a cyclical pattern in nature? Think about the seasons themselves, spring, summer, fall, winter, just constantly repeating in a flawless loop.
Let's try making a real prediction together. What's the very next value in this sequence? 5, 10, 15, 20. Look really closely at the pattern. It's an increasing trend, and it's going up by 5 each time. Go ahead, shout it out if you know it.
25, yes! If you got that right, celebrate for a second. You just successfully tracked a pattern, checked the conditions, and made a mathematically sound data prediction. You are officially utilizing your data detective skills.
Section 6. True Peace of Mind. The Ultimate Anchor.
We've talked a whole lot today about being smart with numbers and seeing the future, but let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. The Hero Smart Academy Godly Learner series intertwines biblical morality with education. And why is that so critical? Because education without morality actually hurts. Think about it. What is the point of being incredibly smart, understanding all the data trends in the world, if you just use it to make bad choices that hurt yourself and others? Being smart absolutely does not prevent bad choices. Data is just a tool. Morality is the compass that tells us how to safely and positively use that tool. I'm going to leave you with this incredible promise from Romans 8:6-7, which promises peace of mind to everyone who keeps their mind spiritual. It's a profound reminder that true peace comes when we blend our intellectual smarts with our spiritual morality. So how are you using the patterns you see in life to make positive, moral choices? Are you just collecting data, or are you charting a path to peace? Keep tracking those clues, keep making smart predictions, and most importantly, keep your moral compass pointed in the absolute right direction. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. Keep learning and keep decoding the design around you. But I want you to ask yourself this one final question. What hidden path is the universe trying to show you today? And do you have the courage to follow where it leads?